Hi, my name is Anshu and welcome to my channel Bottleneck. This is a Scala design pattern series. In our previous video, we learned about what is an implicit design pattern and different types of implicit. So implicit design pattern is very specific to Scala and there are four types of implicits available in Scala. The first one is implicit parameter, then implicit methods or conversions, implicit objects, and implicit classes. I have divided the implementation into four parts. Each part will be dealing with one type of implicits, and in this video, we are going to target implicit parameters. Alright, I will be using the existing structure which we have developed till now for the implementation of implicits. If you have missed on the implementation of universal main with config and you want to know how it will run, then you can fall back to my previous videos in the series and I will also be providing link to them in the description. Alright, so let's begin. So let's comment this out as of now. Let's create a method to calculate a discount which will take the first parameter as cost and second parameter as discount. This is going to be a very simple method which will basically calculate the discount from cost. It will just subtract the cost or the discount from the cost, and that is how the discount is calculated. All right, so how are we going to call this method? It is simple. We will be calling it here. So to run anything we need to call it inside run with Spark. Now we provide the car config dot cost and we provide a second value as a discount which is 100. Now perfectly fine, there is no issue with this. This is the conventional way how we call a method. Now how about we declare a value discount x which will be type of int and let's say this 100. Now let's call the same method with the variable. All right, so now perfectly fine, there is no issue with this as well. This is also same as the conventional method that we do, the conventional call. Now how about making this discount as an implicit? To make this an implicit, first thing is we need to declare it as an implicit. All right, now once we declare it as an implicit, let's call this. All right, let's remove the second parameter altogether. Now we see that it's complaining that the second field is not found. Why? Because we have to declare it as an implicit here as well. Now watch closely. Even though we have declared it as an implicit, we are able to pass the discounted value explicitly, rather it be a variable or a hard-coded value. So we can also say well disc and we can say 100 and we can pass this as our discount. All right. So as we see here, we can have any default value or any explicit value override the implicit. Implicit can be declared with a keyword as implicit. To make that value available in the scope, we have to declare that value as implicit in the method. Currently, this discount is available in the scope of run with Spark. If you want to make it global, all we need to do is move this to the universal main here. So now it will be available to the entire class and all the classes that will be extending this. All right. So let's go back to our car config and let's have it here. All right, now next thing that we want to know is if this discount text, the value, the name of the value is discount text and the name here is the discount. So how it is inferring it? So what it does, it matches the type. It has nothing to do with the name, but it matches the type. But it doesn't mean that I can eliminate the name itself. If you eliminate the name of the implicit value, it will throw an error. It will complain about it. So what we need to do is we need to always have a name. Now, what if I want to have another implicit? Say I want to have another discount. Say this is discount of say implicit val discount of say 120 and it will be 120. All right, let's give it a type as int. What will happen now? Now it will start complaining that it is not able to find the implicit. The reason is there is a conflict. Even though if you name it as discount, still it is going to complain it is not able to find it, because now we have two implicits in the scope, which is basically of type, as we see, int. Now how we can resolve this value? As we see that I have replaced this with discount 120. Let's make it as discount x again. All right, and let's make it 100. Now, so what do we learn here? That we cannot have two implicits of same type in a given scope. Now if I want to have another implicit, it could be of different type. Say implicit, I can say discount, and let's make it double, and we can say 120.00. All right, so now this is another implicit which is of type double, and that is equally valid. So this will perfectly looks fine, and it is going to work. There is no issue. We will run this and we will see the output. Now another thing is we can also declare it as var. Even though it is going to complain that it has to be a val, implicit is supposed to be a val, but it's still going to work. It will give you the output, but again you will have a warning, and it is a best practice to have it as a val. All right, so what do we covered here? First thing is that any method, if you want to use implicit value to it, you need to declare that value as implicit inside the method. There is an implicit val. It will be always in that scope or the context for the given method or the hierarchy, the encapsulation. Secondly, we cannot have multiple implicits of same type. We can have multiple implicits of different type available in the scope. Implicits doesn't override itself. If you have multiple implicits of same type, the method or the implementation is going to complain about it. They will not be able to find any implicit whatsoever. Let's run this and see whether it meets our requirement. All right, so what we are expecting is, once we have this discount 100, so first will be whatever the cost is, it will subtract 100. Then next it will use the value discount, which is again 100, and it will subtract 100. And third is the discount tax. So expectation is all three values are going to be same. All right, the cost is 1500 and 100 is subtracted, so this works perfectly fine. So this covers all about the implicit parameter. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video where we are going to talk about the implicit methods and conversions. Thank you.